Okay. My next CD review, I guess. I didn't really have anything planned for a second review, but someone had suggested I do the newest Paramore album, and a couple people liked his comment, so I figured I'd go with that one for now. It's something that I have listened to a few times, so I mean, I'm pretty familiar with it already. Um, to be honest, before I get into that, I know some people didn't really like the format of what I went with for like the last or for well the first CD review. I mean, I don't really have any sort of format that I'm going by song by song or anything like that. So I mean, each one of these reviews is going to be different depending on how I really feel about the album. So um, first off, I used to really like Paramore. Um, Ever since their first album. I mean, I didn't love that album, but it did have some really good songs on it. And then Riot, I think had a lot of really good songs. And then Brand New Eyes had like some of my favorite songs on it. So after the two brothers had left the band, I was pretty bummed because I knew that I think it's Josh, the guitar player. He was like probably the main songwriter in the whole band. So I was really skeptical with how things were gonna pan out. So when the Singles Club came out with Monster, Renegade, Hello Cold World, which is actually one of my favorites, um, I thought that um, things would still be fine and things would still sound like Paramore when the new album came out. And unfortunately, it just really was not the case. Maybe the Singles Club songs were started when the other guys were still in the band. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's not. But that's the only way I can really justify why the Singles Club sounds good and the self titled Paramore album just sounds completely different. Um, to me, I feel like they should have renamed the album like the Haley Williams Project or some shit because I feel like it's really just going to turn into like another situation like No Doubt where it just all became about Haley Williams because I mean yeah she's always been cute but I mean she wasn't like this icon for like a long time and like she's just getting bigger and bigger uh, each time they put out a new CD. So everything is just becoming about her, and I feel like nobody gives a shit about Jeremy or whatever the fuck the other guy's name is. I can't even remember. Um, so I mean, I just feel like it's not really Paramore anymore. I mean, there are some decent songs on the album, but as a whole, I can't even listen to this shit anymore because since it came out in I think April, I've wanted to listen to it less and less. I mean, granted, I did see him live, but that was like a last minute thing, and I just went with a friend anyway, uh, because she just had no one to go with. I mean, "Fast in My Car" that's a decent song, but I mean, it's different. Now is okay, but I don't know. I mean, I'm not gonna go through like every song. "Grow Up" was okay. "Daydreaming" I felt like was one of my favorites. Dog doesn't shut up. The interludes, I think the interludes are pretty stupid. I mean, if they did maybe like one of them, it'd be okay. But I mean, they pretty much sound the same, with just like different lyrics for each three of them. So I think it's pretty stupid. Um, I mean, don't get me wrong. This album does have a ton of catchy songs. Like "Ain't It Fun" is super catchy. I mean, anytime I was in that album, that song was stuck in my head for at least a day. Um, "Still Into You," I like that song like around when it first came out, and the more I hear it, and then like after the video came out, it seriously just seems like it's all about Haley Williams, and um, I don't know, it's just hard to listen to anymore when I listen to stuff like uh, what did I just listen to? "Let the Flames Begin." Like songs like that are just so much better. Um, I mean, the guitars were fucking boring on the whole album. They didn't even have like fun guitars on like almost any of them. Now was pretty fun to play. Still Into You wasn't that great, but I covered that one. The bonus tracks, I almost forgot to mention that. The bonus tracks are like the two best songs that would have been on the album. Like they actually sounded like they could have been older songs. Like Native Tongue is really good, and Escape Route sounds like it could have been something that was back in like the album before this one or even before that. The song Future I think is just really boring. I mean, I tried really, really hard to give it a chance, and it's just one of those things where it just isn't really worth giving that much of a chance. I mean, either you like it or you don't. I mean, I definitely understand them trying to take a chance and do something new and do what they want to do, but without those other two guys, I feel like they pretty much alienated like all their original fans, and the only people that are still left are the people that are just obsessed with Haley Williams. So, that's all I really have to say about the album. It's not bad, but it's not what Paramore used to be at all. I mean, I definitely 100% understand bands changing. Like Blink 182 going from Take Off Your Pants and Jacket to the self-titled album was a huge difference. But they didn't sound like a completely different band. Like this sounds like a completely different band. I mean, it went from like alternative rock to like sugary pop stuff, and that's just a big fucking difference. It's like Kid Rock going from his rap stuff to fucking country music, okay? Like, I don't understand it. So, overall, I mean, I can see why people would like the Paramore album, but I can see why a lot of people were turned off from it. So, hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you have any suggestions, leave it in the comments. If you want, if you agree with someone's comment, give it a thumbs up or a like or whatever. I might do what I did last time or this time and just choose the one that had the most likes. Or I might do one that I've never, like one of them could be the one I've never heard before. Or I might just have inspiration from listening to another album that I want to do. I know I kind of want to do like a quick one on the newest acoustic Yellow Card album. I do have something to say about that one. It wouldn't be a really long video, but that might be the next one. But still, feel free to leave any comments below. So thanks for watching, and if you got anything to add to this video that you think needs to be said, or if you want to voice your opinion, feel free. So that's it. Thanks for watching.